Nothing really sexual. You know, it's like, I don't even put like sexual things on my, like I don't do none of that stuff. Like I don't say, oh yeah, let's meet up and have sex. I don't really do that. I like to meet different people, hang out with them.
What is Grindr for?
Jesse Velez was charged with 3 felony counts: criminal attempted second-degree sexual assault, attempted risk of injury to a minor, and enticing a minor by computer. Today, we're going to be looking at the little things he does in his interaction with Chris Hansen. His subtle movements may be able to tell us more about what he may be thinking or feeling. To Catch a Predator is a show on DateLine NBC that involves a decoy that predators message, which then leads them to a sting house set up by the crew. This is where they have their famous interaction with Chris Hansen.
Come in for a sec. It's a little cold out. How you doing?
Good.
Oh, it's chilly out.
Way different.
I know.
Huh?
How you doing today? My house is your house. Wanna come in? Come in.
Nice house.
We can see that whenever Jesse is walking to the house, he does not move his arms with his walk. Now, his walk may just be like this, but it could be a sign that Jesse's feeling nervous before entering the house. Whenever you're nervous, your body does things to make you more stiff instead of more fluid. Whenever he enters the house, he immediately crosses his arms. This is a common movement known as a self-soothe. A self-soothe is something we subconsciously do to make ourselves feel more comfortable. However, some may say that crossing arms means that someone is pushing away others. But in this certain case, he's trying to relax.
So where'd you want to go? Want a water or something?
No, this is the first time I met somebody.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's kind of nervous.
Nervous? I know, I am too. You want a water? Anything?
Yeah, please. Where are your parents at?
They went away.
Oh, they did.
Sorry?
They did.
Yeah. Here you go.
Whenever Jesse sits down, he assumes an uncomfortable position on the bar stool. He's not fully sitting on the chair, and he has one foot on the floor. He's also leaning over the counter to try and balance himself. This can mean one of two things. He does not want to sit in the chair for long, or he does feel he's reached the point of confidence that he can sit down in this stranger's house. He asked the decoy where his parents are and is told that the parents are away. This is likely reassurance that he's not going to be caught for what he's about to do. With this information, we can begin seeing him ease down a little bit.
So how old are you?
13.
You're only 13.
That's what they all say, you know? That's what they all say. So, where are we going?
I don't know, wherever you want to go to eat.
It's up to you.
You hungry?
Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
Doesn't matter to me.
Jesse states that the decoy does not look 13, which means he's beginning to grow suspicious. The decoy responds, "That's what they all say," to try and stop his thought process. The decoy asks if they should go anywhere, and Jesse looks away and raises his eyebrows. This means he's slightly surprised at the comment. We can see him asked if they should go somewhere to eat. The decoy answers that it doesn't matter to him. This may be a subtle strategy to keep Jesse inside the house. Usually if a location is decided beforehand, it makes it much easier to get ready and leave. But discussing where to go eats up more time. Remember, we want Jesse to stay as long as possible before he decides to leave on his own accord.
I'm not really hungry, I just ate.
No.
No.
So you want to stay here?
No, not really.
You don't want to stay here? What do you want to do after? What do you
Hang out.
Hang out?
You know.
Netflix? Chill?
When asked if he wanted to stay, Jesse points his eyebrows down and looks away. He's conveying that he does not feel comfortable at all with staying because of the signs he's been given. He's then asked about his plans after they go somewhere. He says he just wants to hang out. He repeats this twice in very quick utterances. This means he's trying to dismiss his question and move on to another topic.
Netflix
Yeah,
and chill?
I was watching Netflix when I was texting you.
Yeah, what show?
I watched like TV shows like House of Cards, stuff like that.
I haven't seen that. Is it pretty good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, we can Netflix and chill.
He's asked about his favorite shows and is once again very quick with his answers. The decoy says that he hasn't seen the show, trying to start a conversation. But Jesse says it's good, once again shutting the talking down.
This is gonna be a weird question, but you have your ID on you?
I don't have an ID on me.
No.
Sorry, I'm
Just
only
a-
13. My mom keeps that in her purse.
Who lives here?
Who lives here? Well, I live here. Me, my mommy, and my daddy.
It's a nice house.
Yeah, they work hard.
It looks like it.
Yeah.
Jesse asked the decoy if he has an ID. The normal answer to this question would be no, which is what the decoy says. Usually people under about 15 don't have any identification besides government papers like a birth certificate. He casually looks around for cameras after asking about what the decoy's parents do. Soon, however, he won't need to look.
This, you want to come look at this? This right here. This is my dad made this.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. Pretty cool. Want to come look at it?
I'll take a tour. That's nice in there.
Hey Jose, how are you? Take a seat right over there, please.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Nothing.
Yeah. What was your plan today?
Nothing, actually. Just to hang out.
Just to hang out
Yeah.
with a 13-year-old boy.
As we can observe, Chris Hansen walks out after Jesse was walking to the table. Now, his cadence has not changed since Chris Hansen walked out, which is strange. It's likely that Jesse had seen this exact show and was growing very suspicious of the strange-looking house. There was probably a part of him that was waiting for Chris Hansen to show up. Now, Chris Hansen asks Jesse about his plans for tonight, and Jesse responds with, nothing, just hanging out. This is a very vague answer that will likely lead to Chris Hansen asking him more questions about hanging out.
Who you sent a picture of your private parts?
No, I didn't. I did?
Yes.
Ugh. I didn't mean to do that.
Ooh, was right.
Yeah. I was
You've been
just
chatting with him on and off for weeks.
Yeah, I used to travel like random people on and off. I'd hang out with them. No, nothing's really sexual, to be honest.
Nothing sexual.
No.
When asked about why he sent a picture of his penis to a minor, he responds with, I did, and makes a disgusted face. He then apologizes for said action. This is an attempt to play oblivious to him sending illicit photos to a minor. He also tries to act disgusted at his own actions, as an attempt to make himself look reformed. Both of these fail, because the fact of the matter is, he's sitting in the sting house with Chris Hansen.
What's this then?
Let me see. Oh my god, I did not know I even sent that. Ugh. Yeah, I did not know that.
Ooh, was right.
Yeah, usually when I send a picture, like I have a bunch of pictures of me.
Right.
So I must have hit that, but I didn't even know why.
So this was just one big mistake.
Yeah, I pretty much, yeah.
So you had a picture of yourself out and about town,
Because usually I
driving
meet
a car.
Yeah, like usually
and
I
then the
meet-
penis pic. Oh, by mistake I hit the penis pic.
Yeah, because I didn't even know, because I would even say like something afterwards, but I didn't even know I really sent that, to be honest. Usually I meet people, I hang out with them, nothing really sexual. You know, it's like, I don't even put like sexual things on my, like I don't do none of that stuff. Like I don't say, oh yeah, let's meet up and have sex. I don't really do that. I like to meet different people, hang out with them.
What is Grindr for?
Jesse then provides an unnecessarily long explanation for why he sent the picture of his Johnson. He says that it was a mistake because he usually sends tons of pictures of himself to others whenever he's having conversation. He also implies that he talks to a lot of people and has a lot of friends to try and seem more appealing. He also mentions that all of the conversations he's had on the app were non-sexual. But Chris Hansen brings up the app that the messages were sent on. The app was fucking Grindr. Grindr is an app meant for men to find other men and have sexual relations. No one in their right mind is having casual conversations on Grindr like it's Facebook.
Honestly, I know it's for hookups. I really do know that, but I'm not all for that. I don't just meet people randomly and just start having sex with random people. That's not what I do. I know it sounds weird coming from myself, but it's not like that.
But isn't that what Grindr is for?
Yes, that's what the app is supposed to do. He says that he uses the app to talk to others and mentions that he uses the app differently than others. He also mentions that he knows the app is meant for hookups. This is a contradiction. He says he doesn't like to meet up with random people and have sex with them, but he's also using the random people sex app. He's trying everything he can to try and make his situation more favorable, but every time it gets worse.
No, to me it's not. It depends on people use it for their aspects. Like I don't use it for any sexual like orientations or activity like that. I just meet people, eat movies, we'll go to the restaurant, hang out, eat. I just like to have company with me. I'm like kind of a, how you say, I never really had friends when I was younger.
Right.
So I like to hang out with people, you can get to know them a little bit. That's about it. I meet people from either 13, 17, 18, 30, even to their 40s, just to meet people and talk to them.
And how old are you?
I'm actually 27.
27.
Yes.
In the previous clip, he literally mentioned that he's met 13-year-olds, 17-year-olds, and 40-year-olds on the Grindr app. But according to him, none of the interactions he's had on this app were sexual. Now, this could be true, as we don't know this at this time, but him using Grindr as a way to try and find friends is a sad reality. He mentions that he never really had friends, and he only uses Grindr to connect with other people. Now, This could be somewhat believable until you remember that he sent a picture of his penis to a 13-year-old.
And what do you do for a living?
Me, I'm actually a manager for a restaurant.
Which restaurant?
Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's.
Yes.
And how's that going?
It's going good. I actually just started there about a couple weeks ago.
Right.
Yes.
But you see how this looks for you to come over and visit
I know,
that 13-year-old boy after
Yeah,
you sent him a picture of your
Yeah, I know,
penis.
like, I didn't realize I sent that. And even when I came here,
How did you not realize it?
No, I understand where you're coming from, but even when I came here, even when I parked there, I was just like, oh, this is, even when I sat there, I was like, yeah, this is the first time I did, like, met someone at someone's house. I felt kind of nervous when coming to a house. Could you guys say, what's me at a public place so it's more safer for me? That way, just in case I don't know the person. But that's why even when I came, I actually turned and parked at that park for a while. I was like, I should not be going to this person's house. So
But
I never
you did
really,
it.
Yet another contradiction. He mentions that he understands how it looks and that he was already regretting driving to the house. Now, in the United States, sentencing is based on actions, not thoughts beforehand. Also, not once in the conversation did he bring up another excuse for sending an illicit picture. Instead, he focuses on his emotions regarding coming to a stranger's house. He mentions he was very nervous. He is already regretting it, but he still showed up regardless.
Yeah, I did.
Why did you do it then?
It's the first time for me. I never went to someone's house before.
You know, I hear that all the time.
Yeah,
It's my first time.
I'm sure. I'm
And
sure you
I
have.
doubt that all the people who tell me it's their first time are telling the truth.
This is honest to death.
So you're the first honest
This is-
guy I've ever
this,
found.
This is the first
Coming to
time.
visit a
Well, no,
13-year-old
well, no,
boy.
this is the first time I met a young person that age. It's the first time ever in history.
But what
ever.
could you possibly have in common at 27 with a 13-year-old stranger?
That's something I'll find out when we sit down and chat, to be honest. I mean,
Jesse mentions that this is the first time coming to someone's house who is this young. He also alludes that as he continues to talk to the 13-year-old, he'll grow more comfortable with the situation. He's pushing the intent that he only came to make a new friend, but still he manages to dodge the nude over and over. In the last two clips, he was seen talking very fastly and sort of falling over his own words. This is very common for someone that's nervous and is being questioned. Your brain comes up with a solution, and you attempt to explain the solution. But since it's so new, you have to guide yourself while explaining it, which will always come out disorganized.
there's nothing sexual was going to happen anyway from the get-go.
After you sent him a penis
And
picture.
I didn't realize I sent that. You can look at all my conversations. I did not realize I sent that kind of picture. I did not
So
realize
today
that.
you just...
So say
one big misunderstanding.
Like for example, like say like I was gonna watch a movie with just like ordinary conversation like friendly type thing. It wasn't anything sexual. Even when we were chatting, I never said, "Oh hey, do you want to have sex?" Because that's not the kind of person I am. I don't want to throw myself out there like that. That's not what I am.
But if you were his parents, are you going to be comfortable?
I have a 16-year-old friend. I do. Yes, I do.
That's a pretty big age gap
It is.
at this stage.
But you know what? But there's nothing wrong with that because to be honest, I have friends that are 16 to 30. We all hang out. There's no drugs involved. I don't do any drugs. But we all just conversate. I mean, there's so many similarities from other people that doesn't matter what age to me. So some people look at it as more like a pedophile thing or something like that. But that's not what I am. I don't go around looking for 10-year-olds, 13-year-olds. No, that's not who I am. That's not exactly.
But
who
you
I
see
am.
how this looks.
Yeah.
He once again says that he didn't realize he sent the penis picture. And while saying this, he smiles. He smiles to kind of laugh it off and pull the tension away from it. He's treating the picture he sent as some little happy accident he made, but in reality, this is far from the truth. He then repeats himself by saying that nothing sexual would have happened, and he says the dreaded phrase, "That's just not who I am."
I definitely understand that. That's why I didn't want to walk through that door.
A 27-year-old sends a penis
Yeah.
picture to
I
a
know.
13-year-old
Yeah.
and then comes over to just hang out.
Yeah. I know how it looks. And I wasn't even something told me don't walk through that door. I swear something told me do not
Well,
walk
why'd
through
you
that
do
door.
it then?
I don't know. I wasn't gonna walk through that door. I really wasn't. But I don't know. Even when I saw him, I looked at him, I was like, this doesn't fit. I mean, I hang out with people outside of their home because I wouldn't want myself to be in someone's home that I really don't know. I never meet someone at their home. That's why I felt weird. Even
So this is just one big misunderstanding.
this is the
and
biggest,
the first time you've
this is
ever
the
had
biggest thing I
such
ever
a
walked into someone's
misunderstanding.
house, to be honest.
Jesse states that he heard a voice that told him not to go through the door, but he somehow did. He then plays off him entering the house with, "I knew something wasn't right." In the tone he said it, he asked as if Chris was playing a game of tag with him, and he was finally caught. Once again, trying to downplay his actions as just some fun. This fails to work, however, and frankly, I'm getting tired of him constantly repeating himself.
Because at my house, I don't come to my house. Well, I can't because I have a big patio outside and I have my neighbors that come outside with me. So I would feel safe because I'm not by myself with that person. So at least we're seeing with this person. But me coming here, like I parked at that park right there.
Right.
I sat there for like 5 minutes and I parked at the park because I was going to U-turn just go because I don't like to people's houses. Because there was one time where one of our friends was to his friend's house and, it didn't really go as they were going to say. When he walked in, it was actually an ambush. It was two older guys and a woman. They beat him up. It was like, I guess people that they're looking for.
It was a setup.
Yeah, well, not like this. Like, I guess they want to just beat somebody up. So that's why I don't come to people's house. I'd rather meet at a sandwich shop, at a Starbucks, just so we can sit down and conversate. nothing really sexual ordinary.
He once again mentions a story that his friends got beat up from a setup. However, this does not excuse the fact that he's in the same house talking to Chris Hansen.
Do you live by yourself?
No, I live with my 3 dogs.
Three dogs?
Yeah, thanks, yeah.
Here in Fairfield?
Yeah, actually right up the road by Taco Loco.
By Taco?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we've been running an investigation
Okay,
called Hansen versus Predator.
okay,
And I'm Chris Hansen.
okay.
And you've walked into it.
Okay.
So if there's anything else you want people to know,
I'm not, I'll just see little kids. I'm not. That's not who I am. That's not who I am. Honestly, that's not who I am. That's not me.
Whenever the camera crew is revealed, he tried to cover his face. On his hand, there's a ring where a wedding ring should be. He said he lived alone, but this may reveal something else, because usually you don't wear a wedding ring unless you're actually married. The rest of the footage is him repeating himself once again, so I'll link the footage in the description below. Whenever he stepped into the garage, he was promptly arrested and charged with the 3 felony counts. Moral of the story, don't be a pedophile. Anyway, thanks for watching, and thanks for all the support you've shown me through these videos. And let me know if there's anything specific you want me to cover in the future.